It's currently 4:30 a.m. The chaos of motherhood has already begun. For the past few weeks, my 9-year-old comes and sits on the edge of my bed to wake me up just to let me know that she has to go to the bathroom. And I tell her to go to the bathroom all the time. And if you have to go to the bathroom, just go. You don't have to wake me and tell me. And this time, she tells me that she doesn't feel well. And she's scared because a little while ago, she had norovirus. So she's afraid. And she's hyperventilating. And she has a couple of episodes of diarrhea. And as I go through it with her, back and forth to the bathroom, my 5-year-old wakes up screaming, scared from a nightmare, saying that she hears screaming. And my almost 22-year-old is running back and forth to the bathroom. My husband's working an overnight shift. I'm just coming off of doing 40 hours in 3 days. I'm exhausted. And I understand it's not my daughter's fault that she's not feeling well. But I'm so exhausted. And this is just one of those crazy mom life moments. I want to spaz. I want to crash out. But I have to maintain composure because it's not her fault. And I think I need a cup of coffee. Yeah. Good morning. I'm finally up. I fell asleep on the couch, I want to say around 7 or a little after 7. I crashed. My husband's there streaming. The girls are home. My baby's feeling better. I got up, had a shower, coffee, of course. Listen, I'm not used to recording this way, so I don't know where to look. Don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me first. The first sip is always everything. All right, so it seems that it's a warm day today, but it's rainy. And being that my daughter isn't feeling well, I'm canceling my plans for the day. Well, she's better, but you know, we got to give her some recovery. You know, she vomited a few times. She's still having some loose stools. Before I went to sleep, you know, I scrubbed the walls, scrubbed the floor, made sure I got up every piece of vomit that there is. Okay, mom life. Cheers. Yeah, so my outdoor plans are canceled. As you can hear, they're having a time in the background. So today what I want to do is I want to try a bread recipe that I have been seeing online. It is loaf bread. So I literally hate outside food, takeout food. I like cooking my food because I know what's in it. And I know I was at work late yesterday and I cooked a big meal on Sunday, 2 meats, and hoping that it would last, and it didn't. So Dad did order takeout last night, and I'm attributing that to why my daughter is not feeling well today. So when I cook, I know what I'm putting in it, and I'm leaning more towards I want to make things that I can make with my own hands. If I can grow it in my backyard, I'm going to do that because I want to know what I'm giving my family. That's just more in the cooking that I love to do. More natural, more I don't know. So they say that that means that you're in your homesteading era. Okay, I'm dressed. My bed is made. I went and grabbed another, well, a half cup of coffee. I started having a hot flash, and one of the things my doctors told me is that my caffeine intake could definitely be contributing to my hot flashes. And to that, I said, mind your business, because I'm not giving up my coffee. I'm not ready yet. So before we move on to the kitchen, I wear fragrance every day, no matter the occasion, even when I'm around the house. So I just wanted to show you something simplistic, no heavy major layering combo, but I wanted to show you what I'm wearing while I'm around the house. And that man was just in my neck. Okay, let me show you. Hold on. All right, so here's the perfume tray. I don't have all of this on. One piece here is just for reference. So for my shower, I tried that new Shea Moisture. I think it's a virgin coconut oil body wash as my second wash. It smells, it doesn't really have like a strong smell, but I love soaps that have a great lather to them. It just makes me feel clean, so that was really good. So I went in with the EOS Vanilla Cashmere. This smells amazing to me, and please hope the girlies don't come for me. It's not hydrating, not enough for me. I like my skin to be really hydrated. So with this, I would take a pump and put that in my hand and then add like whatever oil I'm wearing. And usually, most times, I'm wearing a body oil. So the body oil that I am wearing, this is Marshmallow Body Oil by Belle of Hair. This is a small black woman owned business. She makes inspired by oils. She does hair care products. I am in her fragrance group on Facebook. So I found out that she made body oils, so I do have a couple of them and they are great. One of them being inspired by Cassili by Perfumes de Marley. It's beautiful. Okay, so I would take a pump of this, add a pump of this, and lather up my entire body on my skin, you know, have a good shine, well moisturized to hold the fragrance. Okay, so next I'm going in with my body spray. So I was at the mall, I think it was last week, and I picked this up. This is Bare Vanilla Bliss by Victoria's Secret. This is new. I know everybody knows about Bare and Bare Vanilla. So this is Bare Vanilla Bliss. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna read you the notes. It is windswept violet, vanilla orchid, and a euphoric twist on bare vanilla. You know what it smells like? Chirosa 59. Not on initial spray, but dry down, it's given Chirosa 59. Smells exactly like that. It is beautiful. I love it. Chirosa 59 is my absolute favorite of the Chirosas. And then 40, and then 62, and all that. Then I went in with Donna Born in Roma by Valentino. And that's it. That's my scent of the day while I'm in the house. Let's get in the kitchen. Coffee. All right, welcome to the kitchen. So let's get started on the bread, okay? So the first thing we need is milk. All right. So I have my measuring cups here. We need 2 cups of milk. So 1. And 2. All right. So that's the milk is warm, not cold. So it has been out of the refrigerator for a while. I'm gonna add 1 pack of quick rise yeast to the milk, the entire packet. All right, then I have my spoons and some white sugar, okay? We're gonna add 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of sugar. So we're gonna add some baking powder. Add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, there's that, and just 1 egg. Add that in. Gonna grab our whisk and just whisk this together. Once we have it all whisked together, I'm gonna cover it and just let it sit for about 5 minutes, just to let the yeast activate. It's been about 10 minutes. The yeast has activated, so we're gonna go ahead and start making dough. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add 4.5 cups of AP flour, all-purpose flour. Okay, so 1 more full cup, so that's 4. Added that half off camera. So next we're gonna add in 1 teaspoon of salt. I just prefer pink salt, but I guess you can use whatever salt you prefer. Add that in. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on the stand mixer. We got our knead attachment. Make sure that's locked in. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix this on medium for about 5 minutes. See in 5 minutes. So the consistency at this moment is not giving dough, so I added another half cup of AP flour, so that's 5 cups in total. Let's see how that goes. So the consistency is much better. It's definitely giving dough. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a half cup or 1 whole stick of salted butter. So I'm gonna add that in. You wanna make sure it's softened, not fresh out the refrigerator, but not melted either. So I just popped this straight out of the refrigerator in the microwave for about 15 seconds just to soften it. Now I'm going to mix this. So we're gonna mix this into on low, medium low, until it's like a soft, fluffy consistency. All right, so it's been long enough. Go ahead and turn it off. And we got ourselves some dough. So I have my cutting board here, lined it with a little flour. So I can just knead this into a ball real quick first. So we're gonna knead this into a nice tucked ball. So we're gonna cover this with a tea towel, bring a little kitchen towel, and let the dough rise. It should take about 60 to 90 minutes. We'll divide it into 2 parts. So we'll make 2 separate pans. So I'm gonna put this somewhere warm, probably on the stove while it rises. And I just took the towel off of the dough. I'm stoked. I am so stoked. So what we need to do now is punch all the gas. Hopefully you can see me. I'm gonna punch the gas out of that dough. I should have floured my hands. I still can. Okay. I'm so excited. Take all the dough out and put it here, and I'm gonna cut it in 2. Because I think this should be enough to do 2 loaves. So, I'm gonna get some balls going. So I'm gonna take my huge butcher's knife and cut this into 2 portions. So now we have enough for 2 loaves, okay? So now I'm gonna take this and put it into a boil. Just excuse me. Flour up my hands, and we're gonna make 2 dough balls. So the next step is a lot of what I have to do, so I'm just gonna explain it and then I'll do it off camera and then come back. But I need to cut each one now into 3 pieces, roll it out, my rolling pin, and roll it out, and then I'm going to cut them into rolls and put them in the baking pan, in a loaf pan. So we'll have 3 individual rolls inside of each baking pan. Okay, so I'll be back to show you what that looks like. Perfect. So this recipe calls for these rolls to rise again for another hour. It's big, fluffy, soft bread. So I'm gonna take that same tea towel, I'm gonna cover these for an hour. They will bake in the oven, depending on the oven, at 350 for 25 to 40 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll check it at 25 and check it every 5 minutes after that. And here we are 1 hour later. They have rose beautifully. So I'm gonna put them in the oven. It's already preheated to 350 degrees. I'm gonna set a timer for 25 minutes and just continue to check for it from there, but it shouldn't go longer than 40 minutes. So I'll see you on the other side. Fresh homemade bread. Okay, it's fresh out the oven, 25 minutes exactly. What we're gonna do is we're gonna spread some fresh homemade butter on top. Oh my gosh. Well, thanks for hanging with me today and the cozy vibes. We have bread. Until next time, guys. Thanks. Bye.